Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to discuss about another callback alternative as a promises. Okay, here I want to do, in this video I want to discuss about that promise. A promise. So how that promise actually work? Like first of all, I want to do, I simply remove everything. Okay, I remove everything from to this area, and here I want to add one of the set timeout. So into the set timeout, I have already discussed about that things with you. That will be one of the function, right? So with this function, after that particular time, you can actually display some of the message. Like here, I put that as a console log. Here I name it as a hi Aryan. Okay, hi Aryan. So this type of the message after the 2 seconds that will be displayed, right? So here we have to pass it like as a 3 seconds. So for the 3 second, that is a 3000 millisecond. That means the 3 second. Okay, so here after the 3 second, that will be display our hi Aryan message. Now click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh. So after the 3 second, now you can see it's successfully display our this message, which is totally fine. So now I want to declare one of the promise. So if you want to declare it, that will be on the constructor. And here I take one of the promise. Okay, I promise, and I want to just declare one of the new promise. So that will be as a promise. Okay, promise. So I simply load it, and here that will be one of the callback function. So there is a callback function, and this function actually pass two of this parameter. One is the resolve parameter, another is the reject parameter. Okay, so here as you can see, that is also display as a resolve parameter, and also it's pass another parameter as a reject. So first of all, what to do and to name it as a resolve. Okay, resolve, and also another parameter as a reject. Okay, reject. So with these two of this parameter, how what exactly that will be do? Resolve, actually this function work for when you perfectly get some of the data from your database, then that is the resolve function will be executed. And if there have any error when it's getting that data, so if when it's getting that data, if there have any error, then our reject function will be executed. Okay, so first of all, I want to do here, better I want to show you the live example. I take another set timeout. And here you can use it as a function array. So I use that as a function. Our function array, I just simply declare. Okay, I will just simply declare it. And now I want to do display our one of the message. Okay, so whatever the message it should be get, that means if we get perfect correct data, then we can actually display it with the resolve function. So with this resolve area, here I pass as a 1. Then that will be returned as a 1. Okay, and also after which time it should be get this data, I just make it as a after 3 second or 2 second. Okay, after 2 second, that will be get one of the data. So I simply added that our timeout in here. So that is our timeout. I simply load it. Okay friend, I hope you already know about it. So here I'm actually passing that with the resolve function, that is 1. That means if there have everything okay, if it's perfectly get this data, if everything okay, then that will be as a resolve. And then if there have any error, then we can display it with this reject function. Okay, then how we can actually display it? Then you have to display it with the reject. That is a reject, and into this reject area here I want to just simply create another error. So that is our error, and then your message like here hi there. Okay, there have some error. So this type of one of the error, then that will be display. So I hope you get some of the idea with this resolve. If you want to pass some of the success value, you can pass it. If there have any error, you can pass it with this reject, and that will be your error message. Okay, so that is our error object. So that is one of the default objects. So with this error object, you can actually display all that your error as per your demand. Okay, I hope you get some of the idea how that promises actually work. So now if you want to print this data, right now we don't need this, I simply remove it. Okay, I simply remove it, and here that is our last one. And after this I want to display our this variable, that means the console log. There is a console log, and here I want to display our promise. Okay, so that is our variable. I simply load it. So now what exactly it should be do after that 2 seconds, that should be display one of the message, right? Now if you click as a save all, now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now display as a promises as a pending. Okay, so here right now it's actually hold this total data and it's display as a pending. So how can actually solve this issue? So first of all, I want to discuss about that our resolve. Okay, resolve here I want to do and to right now close it, and that is a resolve. From here I pass one of the 1 value, right? So if you want to access this function, there have the two method as a then and catch method. Okay, so I show you like here I want to access it. So that will be as a I just name it as a promises and then method. Okay, so that is one of the method. So into this then method area, here I want to declare on the function. I simply declare on the function, and whatever the result it should be get, here I want to pass one of the parameter as a result. Okay, I pass one of the parameter as a result. Great. And now with this result we can actually print it. That means I want to show that console log. Into this console log area, here I want to pass that result. Okay, sorry, result. So I simply pass this result. So now is everything okay. If they have perfectly get this data, here I pass on the one value, right? So now if you want to access this resolve, then as I told you, there is a two method. One is the then method, another is the catch method. So now with this then method, here I pass one of the function and I get this our total data. That means that is our result data, right? So here I pass one of the parameter as a result. I name it as a result, and now I simply loaded this result. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now after that 2 seconds it should be displayed as a 1. You can see it's now successfully displayed as a 1. Okay friend, I hope it's very much clear to you. And now if you want to display that reject message, then you can also display it better. Here I want to make it as a reject function. Okay, into the reject function I want to declare one of the error message. So if you want to declare the error message, I have already discussed about, there is an error, and into this error, what type of error you want to display, you can display it like I just make it as a hi there have some error. Okay, so this type of one of the message, now that will be displayed. So if you want to access this reject function, then you have to use it as a catch. Okay, for the resolve you have to use that as a then method, and for the reject you have to use that as a catch method. Now let's do that work here. After this I want to declare another method. Okay, here I want to declare another method as a dot catch. So that is a catch method. So into this catch method, our functionality will be same. Into the function, whatever the result I will get, so I make it as an error. Okay, this type of the error message I pass on the parameter, and now I want to display it. That is a console, and then the console log area I want to pass that error. Okay, I simply pass it. So here that is our reject, and then here I pass on the string value. Now with this catch method that will be connected with our this reject function, now that should be displayed out this message. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh after the 2 seconds, okay, you can see it's now display as an error, hi there have some error. Okay, I hope friend it's very much clear to you. And also here you can see it's display the total things, right? It's display the total error, and then that is a message. So if you want to only display the message, that means this message, then you can also display it. Then that will be the dot and then the message. Okay, message. That means that is our arrow object, one of the property as a message. Now I want to declare it. Now click as a save all. Now that should be display only that message. After the 2 seconds, yeah, you can see it's now successfully display only the message. I hope friend you get some of the idea about that promise. So it's very much interactive, one of the things, make that sure you understand it. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.